State your name and occupation for the court, please.
Didn't you just do that for me?
He does have a point. Please, formalities, state.
Very well. My name is Panda. I'm a freelance worker and freelance artist, and registration worker here at this convention.
Thank you. Now, would you please tell us what you saw so we can move on?
I guess.
Sir, please, we don't have time for your games. Tell us what you saw.
All right. You know, you may be cool, but you've got no right to be a prick. All right. Today I was stationed just outside of registration on crowd control duty. I heard a ruckus nearby and then saw someone tearing through the crowd. The guy went by pretty quick, but I had a good look at him. He was wearing a very well-made costume. After he ran past registration, he went straight into the dealer's room. Detective Gumshoe then came running by as well. A moment later, he came out of the dealer's room with trigger and handcuffs.
Well, that seems to wrap this up nicely.
Well, hold it. I still don't have time to cross-examine him, Your Honor.
You heard his testimony. It's very explicit, and the plainness of the facts leaves no room for doubt.
That story did seem pretty airtight, Nick.
Well, she's right. Panda knows what he saw. But maybe Edgeworth saw something maybe Panda saw something Edgeworth wasn't counting on. I still have the right to examine him, Your Honor.
You're not examining anyone, buddy.
No, sir. I think you're confused. That is not at all what I meant.
Is there something you're not telling me, Nick?
You'd think I'd know better than to walk into these situations.
Order! Despite Mr. Wright's poorly worded request, he is correct. The defense may proceed with its cross-examination.
Just out of curiosity, what makes you a reliable source? I mean, there are a lot of Link cosplayers at this convention. The facts of this case state that as much. Well, how do we know that the one you saw enter the dealer's room and the one Detective Gumshoe came out with were the same one?
He's an artist.
What?
I'm an art student, so I'm pretty good at remembering faces, clothing, stuff like that. It helps me in my studies. I even take pictures of the ones I think are really good.
Oh, lovely. I still wonder, though. Something about what he said bothers me. Either way, you're absolutely sure of what you saw, correct?
Yeah?
There's no way what you saw could have been anything but the truth?
Yep.
And did you see his face?
Your Honor, the defense is badgering my witness.
Well, it's a valid question. Now, if you would please answer it, Mr. Treepy.
No, I didn't.
But you still posit that my client was the one you saw?
Yes. His costume and build match the person I saw. Except one thing does seem to be out of place now that I'm getting a closer look at him.
Something seemed to be out of place? Perhaps this. What should we present, folks?
Get the TJ!
Take that!
Right? Objection! This is ridiculous. We've already established that the wooden sword is the murder weapon.
Wrong. We established that it wasn't a blade that killed him.
He's right. That is not the sword he was wearing.
What?
It's different. Something about it is just different.
And what exactly is different about it?
I'm not exactly sure. It looks rougher, maybe, like it's made out of some sort of other material.
Well, this sword is made from wood. And steel would be much smoother, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Hold it. Was the sword out of the sheath when he passed you?
Well, wait, huh?
Simple question. Was it out of the sheath or was it in it? Out of the sheath. Well then, there's no way for you to know what material it's made out of.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have yourself stated the reliability of this witness. Are you sure you want to make this argument?
Perhaps I gave too much credit to Mr. Treepy.
Yeah, thanks for calling me here for nothing then.
At any rate, I don't think there's anything else we can learn from him.
Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any more questions?
None, Your Honor.
Very good. The witness is dismissed.
Wait, so does that witness count? Can we call him
That's not how it works, Maya. We don't really take turns. It's...
Why? Do you have a witness you'd like to call?
Wait, what?
Go ahead and call him if you like, right? I, for one, would like to hear what Mr. Gudamuth has to say.
I can't bring you to the stand. They'll find out why you were in the dealer's room early. My client has chosen not to take the stand in this case, right?
Well, that will make defending him much more difficult, Mr. Wright, but we shall respect your client's wishes.
Instead, we call Frantic to the stand.
What? No, I don't think it's a good idea, and her name is Francesca. Can we talk about this? I really don't think she'd be a good source of information, and I just don't think she should take a stand.
And why is that? The girlfriend of the victim should turn on a reliable source of information.
How does he know who she was?
Well, he does investigate his own cases, you know. All right, the defense calls Francesca Titchener to the stand. All right, this is going out. This could be good. Or not.
Miss Titchener, was it? I understand that today has been terribly upsetting, but you must compose yourself.
Why can't we have a useful witness today?
Isn't that a little mean gumshoe?
Miss Titchener?
Yes.
Okay, that was quick. Would you please state your name and occupation for the court?
Well, my name is Francesca Titchener, and I currently don't have a job.
I wonder why. Just confusing. Please, Miss Titchener, continue.
My friends call me Frantic.
Yes, so we've heard. I think I'll stick with Fran, though, okay? So, can you tell us about where you were earlier today?
You mean before my Vicky was killed?
Fran, be calm, please.
Oh, all right, okay. Well, you see, Vicky and I had a fight that morning. I don't even remember what it was about, but he excused himself from the room to go let off some steam playing Halo in the video game room. After I composed myself, I went out to find him. I had just finished looking around the upstairs video game room when I heard a commotion downstairs. I came downstairs to see Victor fighting someone else. When one of them collapsed, I burst into tears, and I ran into some of the viewing rooms that didn't have anybody else in it. I think it was showing some anime, like Naruto or something. Anyway, I stayed in there until the English dub was making me more upset than what I had already seen in the room. I went back down, and I had heard what had happened, but it only made me cry some more, and then I went back to my room, and...
Fran, bring it down.
Okay.
Bring it down.
Thank you. Now, I have a question for you.
What?
What was the fight about?
It was personal,
It might be pertinent to why you got into the altercation.
but
This is going badly. I need to do something. Objection! This line of questioning is clearly upsetting the witness.
Nevertheless, it's a valid question.
I'm going to allow it.
What was that fight about? I remind you, you're under oath.
it was really personal, and I...
Answer the question.
Just gotta know when to stop, doesn't he?
I think this is on purpose.
Miss Titchener, please contain yourself.
It appears the witness is no longer of use.
Bailiff, please remove Miss Titchener from the stand. The court has no choice but to call a recess. While the defense has not been able to prove the innocence of Trigger Gudamuth, neither has the prosecution been able to prove his guilt. More information is needed before any judgment can be passed. And I expect the defense to have a much more solid case by tomorrow if they wish this trial to continue. With that in mind, please try to keep future witnesses more reasonable. I don't think I can take much more of this. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Trigger Gudamuth. Court is adjourned.